Hi everybody, it's Amos, LuLaRoe Amos Trombetto with shopwithamos.com, and a nice, maybe a little bit long, kind of tutorial how to wear, what's the difference in our leggings, and we're here to talk about the TC2. Of course, right now, I don't have on the tall and curvy 2. Right now, I have our normal tall and curvy. I wanted to show you how it looks on me, our normal tall and curvy, what we've always carried up until now. If you love this video, if you enjoy watching me, any of the videos that you watch, please always give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to always comment below. I try to get to them as soon as I can, but your voice matters. And if you have something to say, I'd love to hear about it. Comment on any of my videos. I promise I'll try to get to you. And you can always join my group, shopwithamos.com, where it's so much fun, and we would just love to have you. Okay. So these are my own this is my own personal clothes. So I put a Randy on so that, because I wanted you to have like that tight to see the difference. So here's my booty butt, okay? So you may see some skin in this one. Our normal tall and curvy 2 always sat kind of low right here. And I would always want to pull them up like this, which I don't advise you doing because you may rip them. Because not for nothing, to me, personally, leggings are nothing but a very thick version of a tight. So I want to also talk about how to put on your leggings properly. When you put them on, and this may be because I have a little bit of OCD when it comes to putting on leggings, I like for my seam to run right here all along the middle where it's supposed to be. So when I put them on, I bunch them up like pantyhose, and I put them on like pantyhose all the way up. Now, our normal tall and curvy 2, I recommend you doing that to help with ripping, in case you've ever ripped them. And you should just be gentle on these anyways, because they're leggings and you love them and they're comfortable, so why not take care of them? So our normal tall and curvy 2 would hit right here. My belly button's here, and I could pull it up to about here. When I would bend, it would always scoop down in the back. And so for me personally, I was always, they would stay up, but I'm kind of old-fashioned. I wanted it to kind of like, when I was pregnant, I wore my maternity pants right up under my boobs. I kind of like this to be nice and smooth. So I was always finding that from crotch to like boob was never high enough for me. So I was always like, this is going to be the most funniest video ever. I just want to put it out there. Also, they are nice and tight at my ankle with not much room to go longer. So where they fall is where they're going to fall. Now, I'm going to step off camera because we're doing this live, and I'm going to put my tall and curvy 2 on. But I also wanted to show you a little side-by-side comparison. So this is also my own personal pair of tall and curvy 2, and this is my own personal pair of tall and curvy. Now, if I put them seam to seam, I'm going to show you without really stretching them. There is, what would you say that was? About half a finger. So I'm going to say maybe like 1.5 inches. Okay. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Second thing is, let's talk about where the crotch falls. Look. So you're going to have more, I don't know if you call that gape but crotch to belly. So this is going to be really good for so you girls who have more of, you don't have like a top bump and a bottom bump. You're just kind of all belly. This is going to be great. So you're going to have a little bit more extra room to kind of cover that. Okay, so that's bigger. Okay, and now let's talk about the actual leg. Hi, everybody who's coming on live. I'm doing this live because it takes forever to upload. So here is the difference in the side of the leg. I just want to make sure. Yep. So they're a little bit wider all around, as you see. So they got some more length in this zone, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches on the sides, which is good, and a little bit more, especially on the upper thigh, because that's where a lot of women carry their weight, and a little bit longer, just a little bit. I'd say about 1/2 inch maybe. So overall, the tall and curvy 2 are bigger, and they're made for women who are size 18 and above. Now I'm going to talk while getting changed. Okay, so if you have purchased our tall and curvy leggings in the past, and you've never had a problem with the length. You like where they sit on your belly. You're not constantly tugging at them, wishing they were just a little bit longer. Then I recommend you stay in tall and curvy. If you have, my dogs are going crazy because my kids are outside, so excuse the barking chihuahua. Charlie, shh. If you have ever had a problem with tall and curvy, if you had a butt blowout, when you're like walking outside and all of a sudden your butt busts through the leggings, I call it a butt blowout. If you have ever had a problem like that, if you have ever had a rip, if you ever had the tiny holes after washing a few times, if you ever, I'm gonna have to get adjusted here. If you have ever, excuse me while I just get adjusted. If you've ever wished that they were wider, taller, longer, if you have ever put on tall and curvy and you're like, I wish these would be perfect if, try the tall and curvy too. They're basically for size 18 above. So I want to also show you, I'm just trying to get that line. Okay. So it's very hot in my house today. It's kind of humid. So here's the first thing. I'm going to tuck my shirt into my bra. You're going to see some skin, girls. Woo! Okay, first is, look at how much higher this goes. Pretty much right under my boob. So, as a woman who loves this line to go up, I'm happy. I look so cute. I look like Tweedledee right now. Now, here's the side. The back still kind of does that. So what I do is I go like this. And these actually feel thick enough to actually do that. Now, I would normally do that in pantyhose too. So here's the back. Let's bend over. They stayed. They stayed. They still go down a little bit more because I have a little bump. I have a little flat booty. The length is actually, if I pull them down, actually over my ankle. So they actually are a little bit longer. The one thing I did notice, I'm going to have to pull the camera down to show you, is the ankle is looser. Go on, Lily. Get. The ankle is actually a little bit looser. I don't even know if you can see that. But before they were like tight like this. Now they're just a little bit loose. I actually wish they were a little tighter personally, but what are you going to do? So you can roll them up if you need them to be shorter. Excuse the mosquito bites. It's summer. Excuse the shaving legs because, again, it's summer. So you can roll them up. You could still do the pull up, fold down for the capris, depending on how high you'd like to do that. I do believe, because these are thicker, you see how they're just kind of a little flouncy there? I do believe because they feel thicker. They actually feel thicker. I believe you could sew these no problem. If you wanted to hem them up because you were petite, I think you could sew them. They also have amazing products at the fabric store, like there's like fabric tape, and there's other stuff that you can do that can actually, there's actually even fabric glue, like a glue stick, and then you fold it on and you can like iron it on, and it'll stay through machine washing, and it'll basically, kind of pretend sew them in place without any sewing. So ask your local, person at the fabric store. Ooh, girls, it's hot in here. So I actually think, as someone who's a size 22, 24, I probably will always buy tall and curvy too. I will buy them because they feel thicker. I feel like I can do the butt test, which is basically pull it up over my butt and pull them up like this. I'm still going to put them on like pantyhose because that's what you do with leggings. So if you're sitting on the bed and you're like pushing your foot through like a 4-year-old and you're tugging on like this, you're going to rip them. So don't do that. Just bunch them up and put them on like pantyhose, nice and long, and put the other one in, and then just kind of fidget with your crotch to make sure your crotch is nice and good. I think if you are pregnant, there's some decent room in here. You could probably, I could definitely wear these pregnant. I don't know if they would go so high once pregnant. They may actually roll down, but at least there's room to actually fit some more belly in there. And then look, see? I mean, I can definitely, you know, fit some belly and pretty good full movement. So I think when they say size 18 and above, I think they really mean it. I'm a 24. I recommend these. I'd probably say they could probably go to, based on this, I basically think they could probably fit a size 26. I say they could probably fit a 28. I'm thinking a size 30. A size 30, you might run into you having to pull them up. Above a 30, I'm not really sure. You're probably going to have to try a pair and let me know because I'm not really sure. So I don't know if you have any questions about the Tall and Curvy 2. But if you, again, I just want to reiterate, if you have never had a problem with our Tall and Curvy, then keep buying Tall and Curvy. If you were the kind of person who bought Tall and Curvy and you were like, I wish they were longer, I wish they were bigger, I wish I had more room here, I wish, then you're gonna like the Tall and Curvy 2. If you are curvy and petite, they have not made a short and curvy legging yet. I don't know if they ever will. I'm hoping that they do. But I do think that these, no matter what leggings you get, I do think that you could cut them. You can use fray check. You can use fabric glue. You can actually sew them. I think it'll hold up. So if you need to do some minor alterations, I think it's worth doing that to get you a product that you really, really love. And all you can do for you short and curvy girls is keep writing to LuLaRoe.com, asking them, begging them, tell them, I love your products, but I need a short and curvy legging. And maybe they're working on it. I mean, who knows? I just don't know. What other things? So, you know, make sure you wash them inside out in cold water. That's really important. I think they dry in the sun pretty quickly. So you're going to do your same machine washing. I won't lie. I'm going to tell you the truth. I put mine in the washing machine and the dryer, and they're still fine. So I do put mine in the dryer sometimes. And what happens is they start to get fuzzy. They start to get faded. So like these, let's see if you can see that. They just get kind of like pilly a little bit. So if you don't want them to be pilly, wash them inside on cold, hang them to dry. Okay. Always cold water. That keeps, and always inside out. That'll keep them looking nice. These do feel like a better material, like they feel a lot thicker. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about blowouts and little tiny holes. They've been inspecting them. I think that the quality control has gone up almost like 100%. So I think whatever product problems we had in the past, I think that's obsolete now. I think they're really, really have been listening to customers and are really doing their best to make sure it's a quality product. And let's talk about that for a second. If I have a few pairs of leggings that have little tiny pinholes that are just starting to stretch from washing them, and chances are it's because my butt was too big to be in tall and curvy in the first place. There wasn't enough fabric. If you've ever gotten a pair of leggings that feel really thin, they don't feel like the rest of them, those are the kind that I think are more apt to rip, have little holes in them. And so what you can do is you can actually take clear nail polish to those little tiny pinholes and they won't get any bigger. So I've managed to salvage some of my most favorite pairs of leggings that I feel were just starting to kind of fade and kind of disintegrate a little bit because of how thin they were. I decided that I wanted to see, play around, and I put clear nail polish on them, and I have sewn 1 or 2 holes by my hand, and I haven't had a problem. So I don't know if I'm supposed to speak about that, but I figured I would. If you have any questions, comment below. Don't forget to join my group, shopwithamos.com, and my sister group, momtalkshop.com. We would love to have you. Girls, remember, with me on your side, you're going to rock the row.